what you need to say. Say what you need to say. It's better to say too much than never to say what you need to say.
Hello, my internet friends. It is another Wednesday, another walk and talk. Thank you for tuning in today. If this doesn't show my dedication to you guys, I don't know what is, because I don't know if you can tell, but you can see my breath in the air. It is 29, 28 degrees out this morning. I don't care. But anyways, you guys, we have an exciting walk and talk today. I've got a lot of new questions. I got a couple store updates for you. On top of that, I have an announcement that I want to make. I will be going live on BlogTV later this week. Stick around to the end of the video to hear when and what times. And before I go on to the questions, I wanted to do a quick shout out. I know I normally don't do shout outs here, but today is an exception. I just want to say a big hello to Chloe from way down in Australia. She doesn't do any videos or anything. She actually just made a YouTube account, but I was chatting with her earlier today, and she's a really good person. I'm glad to have met you, and it was really fun chatting with you this morning. I hope to talk to you again. Tiffany says hi, by the way. That's my wife. But there you go. Your shout out, I guess you could say. And with that, we will answer the first question this week. It's a video response from Pang EXP, and he asked,
a question. Which would you rather do? Find the cure for AIDS, find the cure for cancer, end world hunger, or eliminate all world debt and make it so that no one else can receive more debt?
And all I have to say, Pang, is wow, that is one heck of a question. Each individual choice has their own pros and their own cons. Well, not a lot of cons, because I mean, they do good to the world. You know, even though if I chose one of them, the other three would still be around. But if I were to choose one, if I had to, I would choose end world debt. Because just to me, I think that if there is no more debt in the world, if we're not trying to pay back our debt to whoever we owe money to and so on and so forth, if all the countries in the world we're debt-free, then maybe we could pool all of our resources and work on finding the cures for AIDS, finding the cures for cancer, and supply food to the hungry nations of the world. That's what I think. Even though I'm sure maybe not all of our governments would want to do all that with all the extra money we have since no one's in debt, but that's what I think would be the right thing to do. But anyways, that's my answer to that question. But thank you very much, Pang, for the question. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to the comment questions as a plane flies overhead. But let's go. Okay, the first comment question comes from Master Gigalotus. Thank you very much, man. And he asked me, what is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten, or the strangest way you've eaten something normal? I can actually answer the first part of that question. Weirdest thing I've ever eaten, aside from a deep-fried Twinkie and a deep-fried Oreo and a deep-fried Snickers bar. I used to work in a kitchen for the Crown Plaza. We did some crazy stuff. But anyways, weirdest thing I've ever eaten, probably also the grossest, is a coconut root grub. It almost kind of looks like a maggot, except this big, like around. It's huge, and it's got a small head at the end of it, and ate one in the Philippines. You find them in the roots of coconut trees. I don't know if coconut root grub is really what they're called, but yeah, that's what I call them because that's where we got them. I had one, and it's actually not bad. And you don't eat the head. That's what I was told. Don't eat the head. That sounds wrong. That's the weirdest, probably the grossest thing I've ever eaten. I wouldn't eat it normally, like on a daily basis or anything, but hey, high in protein. But thank you, Master Gigalotus, for the question. And we move on to the next one, which comes from the Honeymoon Campers. And they asked, can you say red leather, yellow leather over and over really, really fast? Well, I am going to try it, but I will say this, in my defense, if I fail, and here I go making excuses already. It's cold. It's hard enough to talk normally without getting the in my voice, but I'll try it. I'll muscle through this, and I will try it like a Spartan. Okay, warm myself up here, psych myself up. Let's do this. Okay, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red, yellow. Ah, okay. Yeah, I fail. I got what, 2? Okay, let's try it again. One more time. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. I didn't think that would be very hard. That is hard. Wow. How many times can you guys say it without messing up? That should be a good video response, but okay, thank you very much, guys. That was quite the challenge. I wonder if anyone else wants to challenge me for anything. Wink. We'll see during the BlogTV thing. But anyways, we will go ahead and jump over to the next question, which comes from Jurg08, my friend Nate, also from Australia. And he asked, who would you rather be? Mario, Luigi, or Toad from Super Mario? Well, if we were talking Mario Kart, I'm usually Koopa or Toad anyways. But, you know, if I were to be in the actual video game, come on, I gotta be Mario. Or is it Mario? How do you guys say it? Some people say Mario, some people say Mario. I say Mario. I don't know, that's just how I've said it my entire life. You tell me how you say it. Put it in a vlog or something, I don't know. But I would choose Mario. I mean, he does get the princess in the end, so yeah. But anyways, Nate, thank you very much for the question, and we will go ahead and get to answering the next one, which comes from Steven Yo TV Base. He asked, out of the original 150 Pokemon, which one would you choose? Honestly, I don't know a lot of the Pokemon. I wasn't that big a fan when it first came out. I did watch the TV series though, but there's only two that really come up in my head, and I'm not gonna choose Pikachu because, well, number one, I mean, he's pretty much almost the mascot for Pokemon. He's the most recognizable one there is, so I'm not gonna choose him for that. But I will, if I had to choose, I would choose Ditto. I saw a list of Pokemon. I wanted to make sure that he was in the first 150 before I answered this, and he was like 138, I think. I just think he's cool because he can mimic other Pokemon and take their powers and stuff. Even though Team Rocket had to scare him into being able to do it completely, you know, with his face, because at first, you know, his problem was he couldn't do it with his face. His face always stayed the same, but okay, never mind. I'm going off to another tangent here. But yes, I will choose Ditto, and thank you very much, man, for the question. But we will go ahead and jump over here to the next question, which comes from Alright Jess. Just like clockwork, she always has a good question for me. And this week is no exception, where she asked me to pick a trilogy: Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, or Back to the Future. I don't want anyone to hate on me, even though I'm pretty sure you'd probably agree with me on this, but I'm gonna voice my opinion first. Lord of the Rings, really good series of books. I don't hate it. Pretty good series of movies. I have to give Peter Jackson credit. He did what he did with those movies. Honestly, I'm just not a big fan. I just didn't get into the movies very much. The books were okay, just didn't really pull me in. I don't know. I probably just am not attracted to that kind of lore. But that's just me, you know? Now, Star Wars, again, I'm also not in that boat. I love the Star Wars franchise. I always hate seeing the denial in Star Wars fans when they talk about the movies and stuff. Like, oh, this movie never happened, or this character was never there, or something. There's so much denial. They always have to defend something every time someone says something bad about Star Wars. That's not why I don't like it. I mean, I love Star Wars. I've watched all of them. It doesn't really attract me very much. The special effects and how they shot the movies, brilliant, brilliant. Just, you know, I'm not very big on the story. Not so much. But it works for video games, I'll give it that much. So I'm pretty sure you can already guess by now, by hearing my opinions on those, that out of those trilogies, the one that I would pick is Back to the Future. Because even though, you know, Star Wars, pretty good story, Lord of the Rings, also pretty good story, nothing grabs me more than a good time travel story. And especially one that works. Like Back to the Future 2, genius. I love that movie. Back to the Future 1, all of them. Even though I'm sure some people would say that Back to the Future 3 was not their strongest of the three, but to me, all of them are equally awesome films. And the whole story of it is brilliant. I love Back to the Future so much. So yes, out of those three trilogies, Back to the Future, totally #1 for me. So thank you very much, Jess, for the question this week. That was an awesome question. Can't wait to see what you got for me next week. And we will go to the next question, which comes from Russ Official, which is also the last question for this week. Thank you very much, man, for the question. And he asked, if you had to wear one of these suits for a day, which one would it be? Or something along those lines. Chicken suit, Ronald McDonald, or the Joker? What's with the questions for this walk and talk? They're multiple choice. Anyways, I would not wear the Joker or Ronald McDonald. Not because I don't like them. Clowns. A lot of people are scared of clowns. My brother is, and I wouldn't want to scare them. Tiffany is afraid of clowns, so I don't want to scare them. And I think dressing like the Joker especially, you know, the Dark Knight Joker. Yeah, that would be pretty scary. I'd probably get arrested or something. But a chicken suit? Hey, that'll work. I mean, there's lots of chicken restaurants that have people dressed up in chicken suits all the time, so what the heck, right? So yeah, I'd probably choose a chicken suit. But if it were Halloween, I'd definitely dress as the Joker. If that one day was Halloween, definitely the Joker. Because I mean, hey, that's the one day I have the reason to dress up in something creepy and get into character and be all like, why so serious? Kill you? I need you. You complete me. Yeah, that's not creepy enough. Okay, never mind. And with that, we finish up this week's walk and talk, so let me go ahead and give you guys the updates. As far as the contest goes, everything is going great. I've already received a lot of entries. Keep them up. Don't forget, there's so many ways you can submit your entries. And actually, I was wrong. You can actually have more than 25 entries in this. Let's say you have 3 people come to my channel and leave comments. That's, what, 3 times? That's 9 entries right there. I only mentioned 1, but if you have more than that, that's more entries. So you can actually have more than 25 entries. So there you go. Also, if you have any questions about any part of the contest whatsoever, or if you want me to clarify anything, if there's anything I wasn't too clear of, even in the rules, go ahead and ask me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And once again, guys, the complete rules and all of the ways you can enter are in the description for the 100th video contest video, and I'll link that at the end of this one. And it's also in the discussions tab on the Facebook page. And if you guys want to see some of the designs that I have, I've put some of them up also on the Facebook page. Just click on photos, leave some comments if there's any that you like, or if you have any other suggestions of a certain design, go ahead and put them up there. I can add those new designs like in a day. So go over there and check them out, leave comments, you know what to do. Aside from that, at the beginning of this video, I said I'll be going live on BlogTV. That will be happening Friday, December 10th, 5 p.m. until midnight. I will be online, and that's Central Time. So I don't know wherever you are, just look up US Central Time and find the difference. So it's 5 p.m. until midnight. I will be on. I'll be answering questions. I might do some gaming stuff while I'm on there, but just come on in, say hi, stay for a while, ask some questions, have a conversation with me. I might have some co-hosts. You never know. We'll see who comes on. But yeah, check it out. I'll put the link to my BlogTV channel down in the description, and I'll also update it on my YouTube channel, so be sure to stop by. And now we move on to the new tenants in my box of awesome. Last week, Sean Sabotage 1 was moved in, but now he has to move out. Sorry, Sean. We have a new tenant this week. Mike's Vlog TV is now the new tenants for the next 7 days in my box of awesome. But other than that, if you would like to see yourself in the box of awesome, all you have to do is answer the question of the week. This week's question is gonna be a little different. It's not technically a question. I just want you to complete the sentence. So I guess the question would be, can you complete the sentence? But complete the sentence. I buried my clone in the backyard because... what? Use your imagination. Can be creative, it could be morbid, it could be however you want it to be. Leave your answer in the comment section below or in a video response if you want to be fancy. And if you get picked next week, you'll be in my box of awesome. So there you go. And that's about it this week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this cold, but please don't forget to check out the contest video if you haven't already. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video, and I'll also put a link to the latest vlog, so be sure to check both of those out. And don't forget to mark your calendars for the BlogTV event this Friday, when I will be going live for almost 9 hours. And I will leave you guys with that, so I want you to know, yet again, all of you guys are the best friends and subscribers in the entire world. And as always, keep on vlogging.